This is K2 News at 5 on your side.
Hello and welcome to this digital edition of K2 News at 5. I'm Barry Mangold. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin tonight with a new homicide investigation after a man was shot and killed in northeast Portland. According to police, that shooting took place around 3:30 this morning in the Sumner neighborhood. Officers tell K2 they found an injured man in the street near northeast 92nd Avenue and northeast Webster Street. He was brought to a hospital and later died. As of this afternoon, no suspects have been identified and no arrests have been announced. Portland police say its homicide unit is now investigating. Anyone with information is asked to reach out to PPB. Brand new video and information for you tonight on that fiery plane crash that killed 3 people in a neighborhood east of Portland. This video that you're watching now, captured by K2 viewer Jonathan Landrum with a drone. You can see smoke billowing out of the 4 homes in Fairview where authorities confirm a small twin-engine Cessna plane went down, killing the pilot, a passenger on board, as well as a resident. We found Julie Ritchie Cody on Homestead Drive, where she scrambled to grab whatever she could for her sister, who lost her home.
So what we could salvage was important pictures to us of our parents. So we were able to get those out, and we found there's 2 cats missing.
Our crews were back at the scene this afternoon to find out the latest information from the NTSB, who are now investigating that crash. This is as close as we could get to that scene. You can see we're still a ways away because of crime scene tape and other investigations ongoing. We'll be sure to bring you any new details on the investigation in a special edition of K2 News, which starts tonight around 8:30. In the meantime, we are constantly posting the latest updates to our website, KATU.com. And we were able to tell that story with the help of our viewers. We want to thank everyone who sent in photos, videos, and information about that plane crash this weekend. If you take photos or videos of news happening where you are, you can send it to K2. You can share them by downloading the K2 News app, tapping the Explore icon, and then selecting Chime In to add your photos or video. This is new at 5. 2 police officers will be out of work for the next week, after Portland police say an impaired driver crashed into their patrol cars. Around 12:15 this morning, PPB says the officers were sitting in their parked cars along the curb line of North Greeley Avenue just south of Deacon Street. That's when they say a Chevrolet Tahoe sideswiped both of those patrol cars. You can see some of the damage left behind on the photos up on your screen right now. PPB tells us one officer was briefly trapped inside of his car because of damage to the door, and that one officer suffered a concussion and an injured shoulder. Both officers went to a hospital afterwards, but they'll be out of work for at least a week while they recover. The driver who allegedly hit them has been identified as 47-year-old Charlotte West. She was not hurt. Officers arrested her on multiple charges afterwards, including DUI, reckless driving, and assault. And Portland Police Chief Bob Day put out a statement saying, in part, quote, "This incident serves as a reminder of the dangers that police officers face every day as they serve our community. I hope that it's a reminder to everyone not to get behind the wheel while intoxicated." And we also have new information on a story we brought to you as breaking news last night at 11. We now know 14 people are displaced after a 2-alarm apartment fire in southeast Portland. Portland Fire and Rescue tells us the fire was started at a transient camp near Southeast Division Street around 9 o'clock last night. By the time fire crews were able to get to the scene, that fire had spread up the side of a building and into an attic space. Portland Fire says all of the meters supplying gas to the building were free-flowing and posed a hurdle for firefighters tackling the blaze. Thankfully, though, no one was hurt. 6 units were affected in total, 5 of which had people living in them. The Red Cross is working to support those folks tonight.
It will be a learning process for all of us in terms of how we're able to prioritize these calls in these various situations.
A major change in Oregon drug law now in effect. Today, the state recriminalized drugs as part of a new law passed earlier this year called HB 4002, which rolled back parts of State Measure 110. Now, anyone caught with drug possession faces jail time instead of a simple citation. And this video that you're watching now is footage that we got this afternoon, from the Multnomah County Central Library in downtown Portland, where there is often open displays of drug use. Our crew saw more of the same today, despite the added criminal penalty. And with that new threat of jail time also comes a new chance for treatment. Under HB 4002, counties can set up deflection programs to allow drug users to avoid the new criminal penalty for possession and instead go into treatment. But every county is different in terms of who qualifies for deflection and how exactly it works. KATU's Emily Gersh explains the criteria here in Multnomah County.
We've been told we have a phone number, we're going to call it. And if they're not able to deliver, they're not able to participate, the person's going to go to jail.
In short, that's what officers have been asked to do starting Sunday. Chief Bob Day explained the process in detail in a memo sent to PPB members. He says the officers responding to someone caught with a small amount of drugs will determine their eligibility for deflection through the following criteria. The person doesn't need immediate medical attention. They have no additional charges or warrants. They are not on parole or probation. They are not a danger to themselves or others. They are able to respond to verbal prompts. They are 18 or older, and they choose deflection over jail. If the person meets that criteria, an officer will then ask them to do 4 things. Agree to answer all the questions the peer outreach worker asks, sign a release of information, accept referrals to agencies that can help them, and connect with at least one agency within 30 days. A county spokesperson says if housing or treatment beds are not available, the outreach worker will stay in touch with the person and support them in their recovery and access to treatment. Now, Day says PPB doesn't quite know exactly what to expect starting Sunday. He says the first couple days will determine where the problems are.
We don't really know what the numbers are going to look like. All of this is going to be an adjustment in terms of how many people are taken in custody, how many people choose deflection, how many people meet the criteria.
KATU's Emily Gersh reporting there, and we did reach out to County Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson for more information on this. She sent us a statement that reads in part, quote, "We can't solve this enormous problem overnight, but everyone involved will be coordinating closely to ensure that this effort is a success. We have also heard loud and clear that Multnomah County's Coordinated Care Pathway Center is necessary and needs to open as soon as it is possible to do so. We are working diligently every day to close the gaps required to open the center." This is, of course, a developing story. KATU will be monitoring enforcement all week long. We'll bring you the latest on air tonight around 8:30 and 11, as well as at KATU.com. Also, officially in effect today, Oregon's ban on ghost guns. Ghost guns are firearms that are built using parts purchased online. The issue is they don't have a serial number, making them untraceable and easy to get without a background check. Starting today, anyone caught with a ghost gun in Oregon could be jailed for up to a year. A second offense comes with a possibility of a 10-year sentence. Oregon is now the 9th state in the country to ban ghost guns. And happening right now, local workers at 2 separate grocery chains are on the picket line on strike. Workers at 10 Portland New Seasons locations are holding a 1-day strike today. That labor union representing employees say that the strike is in response to bad faith bargaining and other unfair labor practices from New Seasons. In a statement, New Seasons says that they remain committed to constructive negotiations and will do their best to minimize disruptions to customers today. Meanwhile, local Fred Meyer workers are on day 5 of their workers' strike. Workers at 28 locations across the Portland metro area claim the store is breaching labor relations laws amid contentious contract negotiations. Fred Meyer, however, says it respects workers' rights to peacefully picket. They also say they are doing their best to keep their stores open this holiday weekend. Both sides spent Thursday and Friday at the bargaining table. However, we have not yet heard of any agreement. That strike by Fred Meyer's workers is set to go through Tuesday. Switching gears now to Storm Tracker 2 weather. We're out of this mini heat wave that we've really been feeling all weekend long, and it's definitely been a good Labor Day weekend to be at a pool. Right,
yes,
Allison?
and temperatures are just going to cool down just for a little bit,
Gotcha.
and then they're back to summer weather as we go through the middle of the week. But today is the first day of meteorological fall. That's September 1st, and it goes up until the beginning of December. That's when meteorological winter starts. But there is a difference because astronomical fall is going to be in the middle of September 22nd, and the big difference between them is meteorological fall is based on the annual temperature cycle, where astronomical fall is based on the Earth's rotation and position related to the sun. So a little bit of a difference there, but I just want to talk about August in general because we've seen the hottest day of the month, and the first day and the last day, you could see both days made it to 99. One was a record and the other one was not. So the first day of the month was around 99. That was the record. And then we ended out really warm, but we are going to have a couple days that are cooler. We still are under this heat advisory over towards the east. This goes until 9 p.m. tonight because temperatures are still pretty hot over there, in the upper 90s, 99 in Pendleton. We're in the upper 90s in LeGrand and even Baker City. Now, not as hot in the valley. We're only in the 80s right now, 87 in Portland, 85 in Salem, 82 in Eugene, and much cooler along the coast in the 60s, 64 in Tillamook, and 61 just down south further of that. But I want to talk about tomorrow because temperatures likely to be in the 70s for the valley, and then on Tuesday we start to warm up again in the 80s. After that, we really start to warm up back to the 90s again. Let's talk about temperatures outside right now. So we are a bit cooler in Pendleton, 97 degrees, 94 in Baker City, in the 80s still here in Portland, just a little bit lower, 86 in Portland, and the 60s and the 50s over in Newport. So as we go throughout this evening, temperatures fall right back down into the 60s. Going into tomorrow, we could have some showers over towards the east, maybe even some isolated thunderstorms are possible. The west is going to stay mainly dry, maybe seeing a shower, but again, mainly dry for your Monday, Labor Day. And then Tuesday's another dry day for us. Let's continue to talk about tomorrow on Labor Day, sitting in the 60s in the afternoon along the coast. Getting into the valley, it's a little bit warmer, but only by a little bit. Temperatures are only sitting in the upper 70s, 77 in Salem, 76 in Troutdale. Getting closer to central and eastern Oregon, another warm one, back to the 90s, 93 in Pendleton, 90 in Burns, 91 in Baker City. And then for the Cascades and Gorge, it differs a bit. 80s for the Dalles, 70s over in Hood River, 60s in Welch's in the coolest area, around 64 in Government Camp. Your full forecast shows you it just gets hotter after Tuesday. So tomorrow in the 70s, 80s for Tuesday, both really dry days. Besides, I talked about some of those showers over towards the east. Then on Wednesday, back to the 90s and very sunny. We could be flirting with the triple digits on Thursday. That's going to be the warmest day of the week. Heading into Friday, still in those 90s. Really hot over this upcoming weekend. So it's going to feel just like summer, even though it's September. And then Sunday around 87 degrees.
All right, definitely a lot of highs and lows.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching this digital edition of KATU News. We'll be back on the air around 8:30 tonight and 11. We'll see you then. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend. Hello and welcome to your KATU News Flash Briefing. I'm Barry Mangold. A homicide investigation now underway after a man was shot and killed in northeast Portland. According to police, the shooting took place